So, as I was saying, God has really just touched my heart, and He just gave me a heart just for His people. And I just like, the more I talk about Him, the more like it's just like this passion. And, I just become, I don't know, but I just love the feeling of just being able to talk to someone and share my excitement with them about God and who He is and what He's done in my life. He's He's done so much. I mean, he's from a little girl on up. He's just done so much. So in this group, it's just a lot of the vlogs that I'll be doing. They won't always be just me. I'll have different people coming um, on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel that I'm doing, I want to be able to do it with my husband, and that's something that we'll be able to do, to just be able to minister to um, people who are married, who are desiring to get married, even those who may be separated or going through a struggle, just to be able to give our testimony of all the things. I'm not going to say it on here right now, but just the testimony of what we've been through, we've walked through, and where God has brought us, through hurt, pain, through sickness, a lot of sickness, like, oh my gosh. And just, as a wife, to be able to explain how I was feeling as a wife and as a mother, as a woman, um, and how what he's gone through how has how it made him feel as a husband, as a father. So like, I'll just be talking about that. I'll be talking about a lot of um, forgiving that I had to do, with myself and others, like forgiving myself and not holding myself back because of something I didn't do, something I forgot to do, or just was scared to do. But to just push myself to be better. And so when I do these, it keeps me accountable to you and myself on where God is taking me, where He's taking you guys, where we're all going together. Because I know that He wants us to grow. He desires us to have the best. And so the love factor is just about that: love, building, forgiving, encouraging, lifting up, being a ear to listen, you know, word of encouragement, whatever it is that we can do to help each other grow. So whatever I can do, programs, therapy, just, whatever it is that we can do to just uplift the family and just women, children, um, that's what the love factor is all about. And so I just wanted to get on here and just share that, my heart, like, I I just know that God is just doing great things. I don't want to be preaching at you, but I really want you guys to hear my heart on where God really desires for us to be. So I'm gonna, um, it's a lot, and I know um, that God is getting ready to open some doors, um, just to help us reach our potential, to help the love factor get where it should be. And so I am very hopeful and just joyous on where God is um, desiring for us in the love factor. So I'm just I'm very excited, and I just want to just be able to be able to just continue to encourage his people to not give up. You are factored in. Everything that he did 2,000 years ago, plus he did it for you now. So in that time he was thinking about you, connecting you back to him. So it doesn't matter what you've done, what you're doing right now, your problems, the things you had to go through, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, if you've been divorced, separated, or whatever, not even married, whatever it is, you are factored in. This, everything he done is about you. So don't think that you've done so wrong that he can't help you. Like, I know that's a lot of us think that way. And I even watched a couple of movies. One of the movies I watched, because it's Christmas time, and on the Hallmark Channel they have a lot of Christmas movies, and there was this one movie with these two girls, and the sisters, they made a wish to, well, one of the sisters made the wish, and somehow the other sister got kind of connected into the wish, but it turned out that she made a wish too, and she made a wish to be a better person, and in that, and you would have thought that it was like her being nicer or helping people, when it really turned out that she needed to love herself more, because she felt like that she just was not worthy to be loved. Like there was somebody who was trying to love her. Like the question that I brought up about when is a time that someone offered that love to you and you didn't receive it. And so this is man on there, he's giving her cards and just writing nice little poems and all kind of stuff just to make her feel loved, let her know that she's loved. And she just was like not receiving it and kind of actually getting a little upset and irritated with it. But it was not that she didn't want love, is she just felt like she was not worthy of that love. And so in her wanting to be a better person, it was about her loving herself, because when she was able to love herself, she was able to receive love from others. And so that's why I put that question out, because you never know what someone else is going through. You never know why they are acting the way they're acting. You just don't know. Even with young kids, nowadays you don't even know what these kids, they're going through so much, and they are acting out in school, and it's just like you just never know what someone is going through. So always think about, when you're extending that love, you know, they could be hurting, they could be filled with unforgiveness, they could be filled with just pain, rejection, overwhelmed, like just anything could be going on. Like just feel like they're just not worth it, because I had a young man who at the age of, I guess he would probably be like 13 or 14, felt like he was just a distraction, and someone had to have told him this. Like he was like, I'm a distraction, I've been for my whole life. So someone had to have been telling him that he was a distraction. So you never know what people are going on and what people are feeding into these people's mind, like what they've been hearing their whole life. If they've been hearing their whole life that they're nothing, there ain't gonna be nothing, they're not worth it, no one's gonna love them, just negative stuff after negative stuff after negative stuff, then eventually that's the only thing they're gonna be able to receive, is when you talk to them crazy, then they'll get that. But when you try to love on them, that's like something foreign to them, because they've never felt it before. So we, we're fighting against, you know, what the word says, we're not fighting against the flesh. We're fighting against principalities in high places. These mindsets that they have, that they're going through, that they're fighting against, it's like, it's sad, but that's why I did the Love Factor, because, like I said on one of my posts, I never want anyone to feel that hopelessness. I never want anyone to feel like they're just not worth it, because you are. You're worth all of it. If you wasn't worth it, he would have never sent his son to die on the cross for you. So you're worth it. You're worth every phone call, every I love you, every hi, every hug, every encouraging word, every promotion, every great job, everything. You're worth it all. So like I was saying, like, it's not easy. I know it's not easy. And like, just even like, I just know, like, even growing up, I never, dealing with generational curses, like, my parents never were, they never were like the negative people, like, you're not worth it, you're not gonna be, like, they never spoke any of that thing to us. But when you're hurt and you deal with pain, generational things, it's like, it's, even without saying stuff, sometimes you can put negative stuff on your kids, or you may misspeak and not even realize that you're saying it in a negative. May not be saying it in a negative way, but the way it's coming off may be negative. And so you can still put that stuff on your kids, or, jealousy and just all kind of stuff. It's all that stuff without even saying stuff. You can put that on your kids. And so without even knowing, you just, like, that's why I pray. I have 2 girls and I have a son, and the stuff that I dealt with growing up, I didn't want to put that stuff on my kids. I didn't want that to go on my girls. Like, I didn't want them, feeling alone, or feeling like they couldn't talk to me, or feeling like, that they had to get the attention of who, just be there for everybody else, and not have that someone that they can lean and depend on. I didn't want them to be out there trying to get attention for the wrong reasons. Like, just, I didn't want them fighting for something that I, that I could just give them. I wanted them to have that love, that support, that high self-esteem, because I didn't want them dealing with low self-esteem, because I dealt with that. I didn't want them feeling with depression. I didn't want them dealing with anxiety and just hurt and pain and rejection. I wanted them to love themselves and love who God created them to be. And so that's why I continuously work hard on, first of all, getting to know who I am. Because when I know who I am, I'm able to be better for them, for my husband, for myself. Like, so, like, I have to fight to have time to myself, so that I can get to know Deborah, not the wife, not the mother. To get to know Deborah. What is she like? What does she like to watch? What does she like to eat? Places she likes to go. Like, I'm going to be 36 years old, and I'm still learning that stuff, because at a young age, I began to be what other people needed me to be, and not what I needed to be for myself. So I was I was whatever, whoever needed me to be, that's what I was. I was strong for people. I was the ear for people. Um, I just was, I don't even know how to explain it. I just, at a young age, I just had to like not really grow up, but like I didn't get a chance to know who Deborah was. I just, just began to be attached to brokenness, hurt, division, confusion, like, all those things that come with a broken home. Um, that's what I dealt with. So I got dealt with the crying and the hurt and the pain and, just, it's just a lot. And so it's just like, that's one thing that I just continue to pray for because I don't want people, if you don't have to go through that, if I can tell my story and be able to really just minister to people, to keep them from going that way, or if you're there, get out of that season of your life or whatever quicker than it needs to be. And so like, yeah, so when, I that's why there it's so much in me, with from just like books that I want to write, conferences that I want to do, classes, therapy sessions, a safe haven, because I want eventually to have a center that's a safe haven. Like, I know there used to be a lot of places, centers and stuff for kids and stuff like that, but I wanted there to be a safe haven for women, for mothers, for, not like a better women's shelter or anything, but like just a place to go to be able to, like, if you don't have child care, but you really need to get away for like an hour, you can come there with your kids and relax in a relaxation room while your kids are in the child care, like a spa or something. Like, that's the type of stuff that I want to do because we all need that, even like not just mothers, fathers, like, but I just want this place to be for just like for the women right now, and even just have a center for fathers one day. Like, those are dreams and visions that, I know that is God given me because it's bigger than me. Because in myself, I don't know how to do any of this. Being honest, I don't know how to start, finish, do any of this stuff. But I know that God is bringing people in my life that will help me get me there, and to just like, just make it happen, you know. So, I've been on here talking for a long time. And I want to just like continue to let you know that you're affected in. Never, never forget that you're affected in. And also, like, just reply and let me know of some ideas that you think would help the Love Factor, some programs, some other groups or anything that the Love Factor can connect with, that, that pushes us to be better and to love one another. And just let me know. Again, I love you all, and you are factored in.